so-called Europeans, but yet they inquire us to be mirthful with them, party it up with them.
Right.
Make these rap songs with them. Look like a damn joke to them. All right? And then while we're doing that, guess what? The British media is showing so-called Negroes in a bad light.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? This is what's really going on, man. This is what's really going down in the West. And they got you thinking that you nothing. So guess what? Who has to pay for all of this? You cannot do all of this madness and wickedness and just ride up into the sunset, into the jungle somewhere. It cannot happen. And then you got these Edomites, these women, they acting as though, how come he ain't looking at me? How come he looking at the black woman? He ain't looking at me. The reason why I'm not looking at your ass because I'm waking up to your ass, man. That's why I'm not looking at you. That's right. Because really what I want is a so-called black woman. I don't want no damn pasty white woman. Let's keep it real. Okay? Hey, I'm gonna just be real. You know, black women got what it take, man. But right now as it stands, we just focusing on doing the work right now. We'll deal with the Israelite woman on the other side when her mind is when her mind is right. But right now we gotta do work, man. We gotta get dirty and do work, and this is the work we gotta do. So we can't be focusing on these women too much. We'll get that on the other side while we're whooping our enemies behind and the damn spike boot up the ass. That's when we'll enjoy ourselves. So let's read this.
It say, and they that wasted us required of us mirth,
right,
saying, sing us one of the songs of Zion.
Right, sing us one of the songs of Zion, meaning meaning a rap. Put a rap out in there. Sing one of the songs of let's just say a classic song. Sing one of the songs of Whitney Houston. I'm just, you know, she just came to mind. Or sing one of the songs of who else, brother?
Barry White.
Right, Barry White. Sing me a Barry White song. All right? And while you doing that, they're in amazement and they looking at you like, wow, these are good entertainers. And that's all you good for to them. Okay? But when you look at the nation of Israel, we more than just entertainers, man. Right. Yeah, pick that up, brother. Like a damn gollywog, man.
You're the clown, innit?
And I want to show you something too, and I'm so glad that you think it is right, because I got something in my book back that I want to show you. Alright?
Yeah.
So look what they did, right? On the, I don't know what media they put out here, but this is the Evening Standard News. And what I mean by media, I know I'm talking about what TV channel I'm talking about. But on the Evening Standard News, which the news is also a part of media, right? So look what they do. Now when you read this magazine amongst Edomites, they don't look like they're not presented in a bad light. The minute you see a so-called Negro in these magazines, mostly, this is what they're going to depict. This is what picture they show in the magazine. Look at this bad boy.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
They put this right in the head of the magazine so that the British public can continue that narrative. The so-called Negroes are idiots. That's what they put on the magazine.
They always take one simple magic nigga. They don't understand the image.
This is what they do. So let's say, for example, you're an Edomite or so-called European or of another nation, and you read this shit or you see this shit. What are you gonna think in your mind? These blacks are stupid. Because that's what the media propagates. And I was pissed off when I saw this shit. Alright, like every so-called Negro look like this. Alright, we don't agree with this bullshit, man. We don't agree with that shit, man.
Right.
You understand? We don't fucking agree with that. Pass me back there. Alright? It's a lot here, man. I got a little bit carnal there. Yeah, read that.
Deuteronomy 28 and 36. The Lord shall bring thee and thy king, which thou shalt set over thee unto a nation which neither thou nor thy fathers have known. Right. And there shalt thou serve other gods, wood and stone.
And that's what's happening. Now we serving Christianity. We serving this God, that God. Alright, God. Yeah,
Psalms 44.
No, let him finish these verses.
And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb and a byword among all nations.
And that's what's happening. Give me back the magazine. Give me back the thing. Watch, brother. become a byword and a proverb amongst the nations. And I don't agree with this crap. We don't agree with this shit here.
Right.
Look at his fingernails, man.
You understand? Let the camera see, brothers. I know it's amazing, I know. But let's read that again.
And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb and a byword among
Black
all
nails, innit?
nations,
Black
Right.
nails.
whither the Lord shall lead thee.
And that's what's going on in the West. This is what they promote in Great Britain.
I read this, it says J.J. Revlon is the manicurist who's doing it for the boys. He tells Emma McCarthy about his one-man beauty revolution.
Right. So this is what they promote, and right. This is what they promoting. They promoting the so-called Negro to be a damn idiot. That's really the main objective is to keep that narrative going, keep perpetrating that narrative that the so-called Negro, he's stupid in the West. This is what they do. All right? And guess what? I gotta read this magazine and be embarrassed. See that? When you look at this magazine, you don't never see a so-called European looked up in a bad light. So that's showing you right there that Bible prophecy fulfilled the fact that we would be a byword and a proverb amongst all nations. That's just a part of the curse. Go on.
Isaiah 3 verse 9.
Look at this shit, man. Go on.
The show of their countenance doth witness against them.
Right.
And they declare their sin as Sodom.
Right.
They hide it not.
Right.
Woe unto their soul.
Right.
For they have rewarded evil unto themselves.
That's it. That's the spirit. Because what you gotta understand, this is the ones of our people. They actually don't. They actually go along with this crap, and they think that this is cool. It's cute, and you know, it's stylish and it's the new thing, and it's it's beautiful. People that look like me, yeah, they'll like you all right for a goddamn clown. They're not gonna respect you. If any man's walking down the street looking like this, they're not gonna respect you. They're gonna look at you like you are a clown. Alright? A goddamn clown. And that's what Drake deals with, man. A lot of these Drakes don't even have brains to figure out that the media's got them looking stupid out here. Okay? You got the ones of our people, they wearing skin tight jeans, they wearing different colored dreads. They doing all this kind of bullshit, and they don't understand that the media's got you looking stupid in the eyes of the world to see. So that they can confirm the idea that you love them, man. That's what this shit is all about. And we don't agree with this goddamn crap. And that's why I always say out here, we don't listen to no rap music. Alright, when we listen back here, it's jazz, hop, all kinds of real music. We don't deal with this crap here. Alright? Go on.
Psalms 44, verse 13.
Yeah, go on.
Thou makest us a reproach to our neighbors.
Right, now make us a reproach to our neighbors. Go on.
And scorn and a derision to them that are round about
And guess
us.
what? And guess, I don't cut the brother, guess what? That's Bible prophecy. So everything you find out here is all going to be backed up by the Bible.
Right.
You got people that have so many different beliefs and all of that, right? But guess what? Everything's backed up by the Bible. What's happening to the nation of Israel is being backed up by the Bible. Okay? And guess what? People think that the so-called Negro in the Western Hemisphere is a dumbass. Because they propagandizing this bullshit here. Alright? I don't dress like this, man. Okay? I don't look like this, I don't dress like this, and I don't agree with this.
Right.
Okay?
The scriptures say that if a man have long hair, it's a shame unto him.
Right.
This is shameful. A man being all up into his hair.
Right.
That's feminine, man. You know what I'm saying? Our woman is meant to adorn herself. This is a man adorning himself, man.
Right.
His nails, you can see he's got his lips is all out. He's got the Vaseline on the lips.
Right.
That homo, that blow job in the lip. He's got that whole sodomite look, man.
But you know what? I'm going to say this as well. Because see, this is what the British society promotes. Immoralism. I made that word up again. Immoralism. They don't promote modesty. They don't promote morality. They promote immoralism, okay? And this is a prime example. Because if the so-called Negro can dress immoralistic, guess what? Then the whole wide world is going to follow the trend.
Right.
All right? Because they trying to turn these men inside out and turn these women outside in. That's really the main point and source of the society, is to turn everything upside down, man. And to keep it that way. Because the so-called white man, he cannot deal with the truth. Go on.
Deuteronomy 22 verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which
That pertaineth
pertaineth
to a
unto a man, Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment,
Right.
but all that do so are abomination unto the
right.
Lord thy God.
And this is damn it abomination, man. This is abomination. This is not nice, this is not cute, it is not cool, it is foolish. And most of all, it's an abomination unto the Lord. And this is what the British media programmed the minds of the people to believe, that this is alright. It's alright, go on.
Ezekiel 9 verse 4.
It's alright, go
And the
on.
Lord said unto him,
Right.
Go through the midst of the city,
Okay.
through the midst of Jerusalem,
Okay.
and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry
Right.
for all the abominations
Right.
that be done in the mystery.
Because when you see shit like this, you should be mad as hell, man. You should be going along with this crap. Because they put this up. What is it? Evening Standard News, right? This piece of paper right here. They put this up so that when you read this magazine and you of another nation now, outside of this, you're gonna think the so-called Negro ain't nobody. He's a dumbass. And everybody has that same mindset. We don't have all of that same mindset. All right, this is stupid as hell. All right, anybody that walks around looking like this is an ass. He's either been raped or molested as a boy, and then exploiting this boy's hurt. That's what they're doing, and they make the so-called Negroes look silly all throughout Britain. All right, and we don't approve of this, man. We don't approve of this right here. All right, you ain't never gonna see me walk down the street looking like this. And that's why the Most High is gonna judge every last Edomite out here.
Right.
Who am I talking about? The so-called Europeans, man. And this is all Bible prophesied, that the Israelites will be thought scorned amongst all the nations. Go on. Well, you got something, right? You've been waiting for a long time.
Right, Psalms 94 and 3.
Yep.
Lord, how long shall the wicked triumph?
Right. How long shall the so-called white man triumph and do this madness to us? How long? Go on.
How long shall they utter and speak hard things?
Right.
And all the workers of iniquity boast themselves. They break in pieces thy people, O Lord,
Yeah.
and afflict thine heritage.
And see, there you go. Afflict thine heritage. There you go. Because see what they did, I don't cut you, brother. But see what they did was you gotta go back to slavery, which we will not forget. We're not gonna forget about no slavery. Now when they did in slavery, they beat our nationality out of us, right? And then they brought in some bullshit identity. And guess what? If you don't have an identity of your own, you're gonna fall for the bullshit identity they don't create it for your ass. And this is what you call it right here. Okay? Yeah, let him finish that. Now I'll go back to
It
it.
says they slay the widow and the stranger and murder the fatherless. Yet they say, the Lord shall not see, neither shall the Lord God of Jacob regard it.
Right, because see the Lord, see what's happening is the Lord is recording everything that's being done, and then the judgment's gonna come. That's the beautiful thing about it, because see the media like to, make a mockery of the so-called Negroes. But guess what? The Most High is seeing everything that these people are doing. And when all hell breaks loose, it's gonna be well, highly, and likely justified. That's why you have a nuclear war happening. You understand what I'm saying? You have a nuclear war on the verge. Why? Because of this madness and the exploitation of God's people. That's what you find out. So you got something, right?
Yeah, I just want to say that if you look at all the programs that is on about our community, which here in America, it's either a slave movie or a gangster movie.
Right.
That's it. We have nothing else whatsoever.
Right.
And we have no creative control because Hollywood is run by who?
So-called Jews.
So-called Jewish people. So, you want to say something?
Well, hold on, brother. I want to say one thing. Because see, if you're going to exploit a nation of people, then you know what? I don't want to be on TV. If this is what you're going to do to me, then I don't want to be on your television. Because I don't want to be walking around being embarrassed by this shit right here. All right, we already got it bad as enough, and we being embarrassed on TV and also do these papers. On the Evening Standard, what is it, news, right? This is what's happening. Well, like I said, the Lord is recording everything that these devils are doing. Okay, so whoever is in charge of Evening Standard, they gonna be destroyed. That fire is gonna pretty much go right on their asses. And that's why the economy is going down to hell. You know why? Because of what they did to the children of Israel. And what we're going to talk about the next following week is slavery. what made Great Britain great as it was? You're gonna find out that it was by the backs of the slaves. Go on.
And also what you gotta know is that when the white man's done, it's all done by design. What he does is he puts us in poverty, and then he makes it where we can't be employed. They're like the first fired, last hired, right? And so Jake naturally resorts to drugs, crime, all right? And because he doesn't have a culture of his own, the culture's been set by the media, gangster, right? So a lot of Jake's consent to the media, right? So if you consent to the media, you get locked up in prison. That's why you see a whole bunch of us locked up in jail.
Right.
And then what happens is, so who have you got left raising the children? The nigger woman. The nigger woman, the nigger woman, she's aborting Jake children left, right, and center, man. The statistics is outweighing AIDS, outweighing gun violence, and all kind of other drugs combined. All right, and then what happens is, what's big is a lot of Edomites are now adopting Jake children, man.
Yeah.
That's what's big. A two faggot white men adopting black children, man. And who knows what the fuck they're doing to them children, man. They're making bucks, man, big bucks, right, for adopting them children, man.
Because what you gotta understand, the standard of the society is not to make people modest or with morals. It's to demoralize people. That's why they promote on the media. Everything's about sex. That's why I done put my TV outside, man. I done chucked that shit in the bin. I don't watch no friggin' TV, man. Cause that shit will demoralize you to hell, and you gonna come out thinking all stupid and all that. Thinking that the ways of the world, it's okay, it's all right. That's why I done put the shit down in the garbage area. Because all you gonna see on TV is some what is it, man? How we say it? Some guy that's got sugar in his tank, and he's talking to you, and you supposed to accept that bullshit, man. A guy that's as sweet as a shortcake. And then on top of that, they're making a mockery of the so-called Negro at the same time. Right? And every time you see the so-called Negro play a movie, he's either playing a slave, like the brother was saying, or you playing a thug or a gangster. Like that's all we do. All right, you got Negroes that work hard, man. You got brothers that work. You got brothers that got businesses and they work hard, man. But yet, we can't even get rest. So after a hard days of work, you can't even get rest, and you can't even actually watch TV without you being exploited on TV. That's why the scripture says that this is not our rest. Give you that in Micah 2 and 10. You can't even rest that, man. So not only are your Edomite colleagues that making fun of you at work, but you gotta see the TV that's making fun of you. You understand? And that's why this society is going downhill. Okay, that's why the system is going downhill. And guess what? Satan was the so-called white man's best friend. And guess what? Satan has already done his job already. And I'm gonna go into that the next following week afterwards. Okay? That's why we're gonna do a nuclear war. And I'm so glad and I'm so happy that we're gonna start seeing judgment out there. Because judgment has to come, crying out loud. Yeah, read that.
Amos 1 and 11. Thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Edom,
Right.
and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof,
Right.
because he did pursue his brother with the sword.
Right, because he did consume his brother with the sword. What did they do? Going all the way back to the 1500s, to the native Indians. As the I believe it was, Homeland Security came later, right? When the Spaniards came to the land, what did they do? They shake the natives' hands, they spoke nice and kind words to them, and then when they got, comfortable with them, what did they do? They killed them. They murdered them and slaughtered them because there was gold in the land. All right? And they damn near wiped them out. And now in the British school systems, they teaching you that the Native American Indians, they don't exist anymore. When I got family members, they're all so-called Native American Indian. On my father's side, all right, my grandmother. So how are they teaching you that they don't exist, but where I'm at, they exist? So this devil's got a lot of hell to pay for, man.
Right.
This devil's got a lot of hell to pay for.
This is Ecclesiastes 4 and 16.
Right.
There is no end of all the people,
Right.
even of all that have been before
Beautiful.
them.
Beautiful. There's no end of all the people, meaning all of the nations are out here. And you got the ones of these Christians, they like to say, well, you know, the Edomites were all done away with. Well, okay, if the Edomites were all done away with, give me a particular point in time that they were done away with. And what specifically happened to them that made them be done away with. That's the proof. The scripture says to prove all things, don't it? If you're a Christian, the Bible commands that you prove all things. And you know why they can't prove it? Because there's no documentation proving that the Edomites were done away with. That's why they can't prove it. You understand? But guess what? We can back our premise and prove and substantiate what we're saying. Why? Because the Lord is dealing with us and we done did our research. We didn't go to no university. The so-called white man set up. We're worldly, highly sub-educated men. Okay, and we were educated by apostles and elders. And that's why we can stand great and we can stand better than everybody else out there. Every time a person come up here, they either get confounded or they get taught. Because the word of the Lord cannot be refuted, baby. It's like the truth. The truth cannot be refuted. The word of the Lord is truth. That's why it says in John 17, it says, sanctify them through thy truth. Thy word is truth. Something that cannot be refuted. Now, Christianity could be refuted. Islam could be refuted. Hinduism could be refuted. But guess what? The complete understanding, the true understanding of the Bible cannot and will not ever be refuted. All right? Point blank period. I want more have to say on that. Go on.
Thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof.
Right.
Because he did pursue his brother with the sword.
Because he did pursue his brother with the sword. Go on. Who is Edom? Edom is the so-called Europeans. Go on.
And did cast off all pity.
Right.
And his anger did tear perpetually.
And his anger did
tear perpetually.
Go on.
And he kept his wrath forever.
And he kept his wrath forever. Who did he keep his wrath forever against? The sons of Jacob. Tells you that in Ezekiel the 35th chapter. So exactly what Esau wrote out against the house of Jacob, that's exactly what's coming back to him. You understand? That's what's coming back to him, because when you check it out, Esau tried to exterminate Jacob. And guess what? We're literally going to be given the green light to eradicate that nation that tried to eradicate us.
Right.
And that's in the book of Obadiah, the 1st chapter. All right? And that's the God of word. That's the God's word. Go on.
Ezekiel 25 and 12.
Okay.
Thus saith the Lord God,
Uh-huh.
because of Edom have built against the house of Judah,
Right,
by
because-
taking vengeance.
Right, because of taking vengeance. Because when you read about the Edomites during the time of King Amaziah, all right, and other different historical accounts, we were putting these Edomites to flight, man.
Right.
Okay, and they got the history on that, and that's why we set it up to where society, you know, does not like the so-called nigga. By putting certain things out there in the media to make us look bad. Okay? Because the higher up banking elite know what we did to them back 3,000 years ago as the Israelites. That's why it's no coincidence in the West we are where we at economically. Okay? Because Esau knows what we did to him. Okay, we used to what we used to do? When King Amaziah was on the scene, what was going on, guys? So what's going on?
No, carry on.
When King Amaziah was on the scene, he used to climb to the highest peak of the mountain and drop Edomites down from the mountain. That's what he used to do. And like the brother said, like he likes to see them explode on the rocks. So they know his history. And guess what? That same thing is coming back, but even greater. Because you can't do wrong to the Most High's people, and all of a sudden, because check this out, right? If we're the Most High's people, and we went through horrible things because of our sin as the Most High's people, how much more the people of the wicked? How much more the people that put our people into slavery? See, this is something you got to think about, man. And the reason why these devils can't see what they're doing, because they don't have their pineal gland ain't working right. They're not spiritual enough to understand that whatever you sow, you're gonna reap. But they're gonna understand that when we kick them square up the ass. And we're gonna go to that, we're gonna put them in that chair, and we're gonna have that technology, and we're gonna go to that spiritual Google account, and we're gonna pretty much judge them according to what they did in their past life in 1845 or in 1601. So all of the wickedness that Esau did is going to be recorded on a spiritual Google, and we gonna skin them, man. We're going to do all kinds. Go on, brother.
Ezekiel chapter 35.
Yeah, let me finish here, yeah.
And it says, because Edom have dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance.
Right, go on, do that verse again.
And it says, because Edom have dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance.
Right,
And have greatly offended.
And greatly offended, go on.
And avenged himself upon them.
And avenged himself upon them, go on.
Thus saith the Lord God,
Uh-huh.
I will also stretch out my hand upon Edom.
Right. I will also stretch out my hand against Edom. And this is a people that was not given the right to mercy, man. God didn't love everybody. What Bible are you people are reading, man? Okay, we've been here for centuries now. We've been in England for centuries. And no one has come to that conclusion that the Most High chose one people and that the Most High hates one people. But here it is in Great Britain and in the West, so-called Negroes are declared as a low IQ people, but yet the low IQ people were able to decode the Bible. So I guess if having IQ means to be a dumbass, then I don't want to have IQ. If having IQ means to destroy the planet, I don't want to have IQ. I have IQ. You understand? So that's just the whole thing about it, man. At the end of the day, the truth is getting out there that we are the original. We are the people of wisdom and understanding. Man. To hell with the media of Esau gotta say, and to hell with you were taught and believe and lie. We are the true Israelites, we are the true Jews, and this is something that Elon Rothschild understands, and the Rockefeller family understands, and all the way down. They understand who we are. They understand what kind of people they enslaved. Enough said on that regard. So
And I will cut off man and beast from it.
Right, and I will cut off man and beast from it. So the Lord is going to cut Esau off completely. All right? All of this cars and all of this madness they got, and they live out in the farms, and they have cows and cattle and all of that, that's going to be out, man. All of that's going to be given to us now. Okay, go on.
And I will make it desolate from Teman.
And I will make it desolate from Teman. Teman is referring to the Germans of today, the so-called Germans today, because it tells you that the Temanites are the wise men of Edom. So the Germans, they were what you call the wise men, okay, of the nation of Edom or Esau. All right, and how do you know that? Based on their automobiles and the things that they've created, okay, rather than the other European countries have created, technology-wise.
Dr. Werner von Braun is the pastor of Esau'S.
Right.
Yeah. And it says here, the day of the town shall fall by the sword, and I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel.
Right, so you're going to have a group of people that the Lord chose, and they're going to do in Edom according to his anger. And it's the so-called white man. And you know, like I said, don't get mad at us. Do not, under any circumstances, get mad at us. Get mad at the Most High, because all we are the messengers. Don't shoot at the messenger. We're reading the Bible, the Word of God to you. We're reading to you that the so-called Europeans were not promised to any mercy of God, as you like to call them, but we call them Yahweh. All right, go on.
And they shall do in Edom according to my anger, and according to my fury.
And according to my fury, go on.
And they shall know my vengeance, saith Yahweh.
So that's what it's going to go down, man. So anything anybody has to say or they're doing, if it's not within the counsel of the Lord, it's not going to stand at all. We're reading the things that is within the counsel of the Lord, and that's going to stand, and that's going to overstand forever and ever. So there's going to come a time and a place, the people that were put in cargo spaceships and exploited as a people, they're going to get the last laugh. They're going to have the last say, which is what's happening right now, and they're going to ultimately have the last laugh, man. And they're going to enjoy whipping their enemies behind. That's what's going to go down, man. Okay? Because see, Esau don't understand that times change, things don't never stay the same. So they, being that they've been in power for what, 5 centuries now, they believe that they're not gonna go down. They believe that Europe is just gonna continue forever, America's gonna continue forever. We're gonna continue to be at the bottom, and they're gonna continue to spit on the floor when they walk past us. And that's how it's gonna be. But what Esau don't understand is that everything that he's done on this eon, on this age, in the afterlife, he's gonna have to repay them. Alright? These devils are gonna have to pay for what their forefathers have done. They can say, well, I never owned a slave. Well, you did own a slave because you are your forefathers in a reincarnation. How do you not know that? Alright? Did you know that? You didn't know that, did you? So there's no getting away from judgment. Thus save Yahweh. Thus save the Most High power. And I don't care how many Negroes want to come around and make you feel welcome and all of that kind of shenanigans. The Most High's judgment will not change. It's not going to stop. And guess what? Satan is almost done with his job by working by the Most High, by leading you devils to World War III. Okay, once the spiritual demon Satan leads you devils into World War III, right, and do what you got to do in bringing that chip, well, hey, Satan's going to return back to Papa. And that's the Heavenly Father. Because guess what? Satan takes orders from the Heavenly Father. So Satan ain't just his own entity. Nah, Satan is taking orders by the Father, man. So like I said, once Satan goes by the will of the Father, guess what? He's going back to Papa, man. He's going back to his daddy. And his daddy is Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah. That's the truth. So this society fell before it got started. All right, enough of the talk. We're going to do some speak.
Yeah. First, Romans chapter 16, verse 20.
Right.
And the God of peace shall bruise Satan under your feet
Read that
shortly.
again. Let's read that again.
Romans 16, verse 20.
Right.
And the God of peace.
So it says the God of peace. Who's the God of peace? Yahweh. All right. Go on.
Shall bruise Satan
Shall bruise Satan
under your feet shortly.
Under your feet shortly.
The grace of our Lord Yahweh Shai HaMashiach
Right, so
be with you.
right.
Amen.
So the power of the Lord is going to put Satan where he belongs. Because see, the Lord gave the order for Satan to do what he's doing. Once Satan gets done doing what he's doing, he's going to be put under subjection back under the Father again. And then you devils are going to come back and be in the damn shame of yourself, because you're going to come to the realization that you were serving an entity that served the Lord.
Yeah, that's right.
How stupid could you be? But yet you're supposed to be the high IQ people, right? Right. Go on.
Genesis 3, verse 14. And the Lord, or Yahweh, said unto the serpent, because thou hast done this, thou cursed above all cattle, and above every beast of the field, upon thy belly shalt thou go, and thus shalt thou eat all the days of thy life.
Right. Meaning they gonna pretty much walk on all fours. Like they did back during the time of, I believe, the Babylonian Empire. All right, they were in the Caucasus Mountains, crawling on all fours, and we got the history books to prove it. Okay, and even during the time of the Dark Ages when we ruled Europe. Okay, so let's read that one more time. And this is all coming out of the Bible.
He's not reading it again.
All right.
He's not reading
It
it again.
says, and Yahweh said unto the serpent, because thou hast done this, thou cursed above all cattle, and above every beast of the field, upon thy belly shalt thou go, and thus shalt thou eat all the days of thy life.
Right, because of what the serpent did. What did the serpent did? Now, is it actually a snake or a lizard? No, it was a man that came in the spirit of a serpent, because he became deceptive unto Eve. He beguiled Eve by taking on the doctrine or the belief system of good and evil. And the Lord didn't want Eve to receive that understanding. The Lord wanted to pretty much have Eve have the understanding of good. That's it. But what's happened is Esau is going to come back in the Caucasus Mountains and crawl on all fours in the mountains. The people of